Why won't people look at the rest of my sculpture? That is the plea from Andrew Leicester, better known as the man behind the flying pigs. Leicester wants Cincinnati to judge his controversial bicentennial work in its entirety, not just on its Porkopolis theme.
The idea of flying pigs as the symbol of what Cincinnati has been about or is going to be about is not a good one, and one I would rather not see.
I just don't go for the pig. I had a call from a friend of mine in Louisiana, and he laughed at it.
Leicester stands by his creation, saying art must have personality, even if it creates controversy.
We have enough bland things in our life without me adding to it.
The Greater Cincinnati Bicentennial Commission brought in our guest, and I want to give you his name. His name is Andrew Leicester, to produce a sculptural entrance. It's a huge public area. You could even call it a park. He conceived a 12-foot high by 750-foot long earthen mound running parallel to the Ohio River, and then a 450-foot long water course along the top of the mound crosses midway over a brick entrance to the park. The most controversial element in this massive and beautiful, let's call it, we'll find out what he wants to call it, this work that he created down on the river, the most controversial element was or were these flying pigs, which were stationed at the entrance, and the city went nuts. City council went nuts. Mayor went nuts. Business, some people. Others welcomed it. Others ridiculed it.
Those flying pigs have gone from the frying pan to the political fire tonight. The artist responsible for the bicentennial sculpture has been labeled irresponsible by the mayor of Cincinnati for comments Charlie Lugan has deemed disparaging to the city. Eyewitness 12 Stephen Langford has the latest on this new stink over the pigs.
The British-born artist who created this sculpture has gone from the pig pen to the doghouse. Andrew Leicester this morning on WEBN on what the flying pigs look like.
Look like fat little businessmen, don't they? Kind of appropriate for Cincinnati.
That comment sent the mayor of Cincinnati through the roof.
Well, it's one of several derogatory comments about the city and its citizens. I'm just tired of it. Frankly, I don't mind the guy's pigs. I just don't like his mouth, and I think he should keep his derogatory comments about this city to himself.
He should develop his sense of humor. He'll live longer.
But the mayor is not amused and has called the Bicentennial Commission, ordering it to put a lid on Leicester.
The Bicentennial Commission, headquartered here, tells us it has no comment. It says it is not responsible for Andrew Leicester or for what he says. But if the Bicentennial Commission isn't, then who is?
The man who selected Leicester's artwork admits the Brit's sense of humor may be inappropriate.
I guess if I were Andrew or I would think very positively about this community and think about maybe that statements would be misinterpreted.
We should all be mature enough and to be able to transcend our pettiness. And that goes for, mine included.
What do you know about the flying pigs?
That they fly.
The pigs themselves.
Yes.
They fly, and we're proud of them.
You're proud of them?
I know, that's where I'm supposed to meet the rest of my team.
Yes, here at the Flying
Under the pigs.
I see. Do you know who invented the flying pigs?
Mr. Pig, man of Cincinnati.
You mean the
Porkopolis?
No.
Do you know who invented the flying pigs?
No, I don't.
Do you know much about the flying pigs?
No, I don't. Except we used to be called Porkopolis, and somehow it stuck.
Right? Do you know who invented the flying pigs?
No, I don't.
This is a special presentation from Eyewitness News 5, the 2003 Flying Pig Marathon.
Todd Dykes joins us right now. Todd, who do you have there?
Well, hey, Evelyn, I have a very special guest. In fact, I'm talking to a man who basically helped to inspire the Flying Pig Marathon. I'm with Andrew Leicester. He's a renowned artist. And Andrew, talk about your impact on this event. Take us back a few years.
Oh, well, this is the 15th year since the project was built. It was done for the Bicentennial in June 1988. And frankly, I'm quite overwhelmed by the response.
What I discovered in Cincinnati was if you have a controversial element in an artwork that is defended because of its truth, it's like essentially a kind of a skeleton in the closet of the history of a community. And if there are enough people around who support the artistic process, support the truth and who are willing to stand by it through thick and thin, and are not kind of fearful of the political outfall of this. That the work, you know, that is a very valuable thing, and it's kind of a test of the backbone or the mettle of a community. The piece got built. The piece went to almost a public referendum. You know, there was the big meeting at the city hall. People stood up and defended the pigs and fought against having the pigs in there. And then, you know, it was a democratic process, and at the end, the pigs won.